Hello everyone. This lady's name is Peter Garlett. Garlett?
Garlett.
Yeah. She's born in Western Australia. She's an Aboriginal lady. 11 children. And when Miss Garlett talks to the public, I would like you to bear in mind, looking at the history of what politicians, Australian politicians, federal and state, have done to the Aboriginal people for over 200 years. Over 200 years of genocide. Genocide in government facilities, killing, rape, stealing off the Aboriginal people, torture, violence, a big, long, huge history of incarceration, politically driven. The politicians have used government workers for over 200 years. It's the politicians' fault, using government workers to action genocide, horrific violence. So I want you to bear all that in mind. We know that's the truth. We know that's been going on, and we, the public, have to stop. We have to fight to stop it. That's what the public has to do. We have a responsibility to have these politicians put in prison and their government workers to stop it. Not just against the Aboriginal people, but the poor people, the vulnerable people, vulnerable Australians and women and children as well, and vulnerable men. So this is politically driven, and I want you to think about that in the back of your mind as you listen to this lady's experience, some of your experiences. I know you're very upset, and just share what you want to share with, we're trying to help your family in a sense. The whole point is to help bring justice to you and your family. That's the vision, what I'm thinking here at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let you talk.
Yeah. As I said, I'm 42, 43 this year. As I said, we're known to the authorities, but then we weren't known to the authorities. I mean, we're victims of crime at the moment, now. But then the government has done a lot of things. Like they're falsely accused, they've double jeopardy my boys. My sons have been in jail for the same one crime they committed, and both boys have done jail. Like there's a lot of abuse. There's so much there that these government people know what they're doing, but our people don't know what they're doing. There's a big difference. They use us all as guinea pigs, and then to say that this is how it works. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. I've got 8 sons that have all been set up and framed from the government, from the age since I was born. They planned our lives since we were born, going right back from their fathers and their fathers, generations and generations. And they said that there's a big problem and they can't change it. They don't want to change it, but they know that. I mean, we belong to this land, but they make us don't belong to this land. They make us have all false beliefs. We can't do anything. But then that's when I realise that you're not a bad person. There's something going on. There's more to it. And yet when there is, when you find out there is a lot to it, it shocks you. Like I know my boys have all been set up, framed from the Western Australian government under the welfare system through Cannington. Like them people, there's a lot of people involved in these government people places. They're not your friends. I went to these people for help, and then they just shut me out. So then again, I knew that they've got a grant for me or funding for me, and I set up to fail. That's what they wanted me to do. And literally, I failed thousands of times, and literally, it's not right. I don't want to fail no more. And I know I'm not a bad person. But then when you've got corrupt cops and politicians and these people, they've got a death squad out there to plot to assassinate, to kill our Aboriginal boys under the 1947 Act. And my boy changed that from 1947 to 2004. Like the government sent him to that many communities up north when he was 13. He ran home. He's still incarcerated. He's 21 this year. They've set him up and framed him for so many things. And the last one was before he turned 18, and he broke out of Beach Detention Centre. They left it. They done everything. It was a government. It's called the Tale of the Two Fences. That's the story. All them security are gone now. Everything, because they knew what they'd done. The government gave them the 2.4 upgrade. Now they've got their black fence. And my boy got 5 years for it because they set him up again. I mean, that's sad because he just thought it's just playing a game, survival. It's not, this is their lives. You're playing with their lives at the moment.
Well, it's torture to lock people up. It's torture to lock people up.
No.
And to target a particular group of people is torture. Now, can I ask you to tell the public that, well, this lady, she's a Christian lady, okay? She believes in the teachings and laws and morality of the New Testament for 7 years. And the government has put this woman in prison as well for how many years? Over the years?
Before all up 10 years over altogether. For all little silly things just to lock me away, yeah.
Because you're fighting for your rights?
Yeah. And then, and I abused a black brother, I abused my parents, I abused, and bang, you're gone. For disorderly, bang, you're gone. Oh, shivers, I got sick of that. But I've been out for 10 years now. Now I have had no criminal activity for the last 10 years of my life.
But you're not a criminal, would you?
Not.
I'm
a victim of crime.
They've criminalised the Aboriginal people and
we are the victims of crime.
I'd say the government are criminals, the politicians and the government workers are criminals.
Yeah, they sure are.
Have you ever killed anyone, or raped anyone, or pedophiled anyone,
no.
or stolen from anyone, or
no.
Have you trafficked drugs or anything like that? So why, if they put her in prison for 10 years to shut her up? That's what they do. They don't want you to have a voice.
Yep.
They don't want you to have freedom.
Yep.
How can this happen for so many decades? We're looking at 200 years. It just goes on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't it true that probably all the prisons in Australia, about 2/3 of the
80 to 90%
Aboriginal
of our people are all incarcerated. We don't come under their jurisdiction. I mean, literally, they know that. They're under a different... They've got them under an old act where they're holding them against anything they want, terrorism and all. It's wrong. They've held my boys under terrorism, everything. It's not right. You can't do that because they are frightened because the Noongar people are going to stand up for their rights, because we are the forgotten tribe. There's thousands of tribes, but we were the only tribe that weren't recognised because we were put right in the middle of a system of government. We had to learn the white way and a white system. We didn't even know. They've taken out, stolen our identities. Ourselves, our land, our children, our mother, our families, everything, right down to our insides where they ripped it, they raped our people, right down, they've taken out right to your personal belongings, to a woman's body. I mean, literally, that is, when it comes to that point, I mean, literally, they'll never know what it feels like to have you ripped from inside out, man. It's shocking.
Well, that's evil, and Jesus said that they go to hell. Pedophiles and rapists will pretty much burn in hell. That's what they deserve.
And it's so sad, it's because when you find it...
It's a power issue.
Yeah, and it's sad, it's because when sometimes you might find out it might be your people, and then you're praying for the Lord, you forgive that person for doing that wrong to you. I mean, and literally, you can't, but the Lord forgives, but I don't want to forgive these people for doing me wrong.
You don't have to forgive. In fact, you will judge them.
And I pray to the Lord, I'm sorry for being angry.
Christians will
judge them. I'm sorry, that I'm very angry. I'm not this person, I'm not that person. I'm not punished for being an angry person. I'm not that no more. And I'm sick of getting punished. But my children are getting punished for these adults and these people just to get a payroll. Or just, literally, how can they plan your lives when you're not even born? Literally, my life and my children's lives were planned before they were even born. They took them straight out before they were born. Apprehension doesn't exist. An apprehension order, they've removed that many black children in Western Australia. Literally, apprehension means you have to commit a criminal offence to be apprehended. You have to be a criminal. These babies are just newborns. They don't even have a life. You victim, what they've done, you've done to them. Literally, you've just...
It's genocide.
Literally, that's what they've done.
Targeting a particular group of people.
Yeah, and I've been targeted. Now they've taken my grandkids, they've taken everything. Literally, I've got my boy out there running against the police force now, ready to take him down. He doesn't care. He's only 18, 19, and he said, well, I'm going for 7 years, so I'm going to do something serious. I pray to the Lord Jesus that I'm waiting for these people to say, yeah, your boy, and for the news can come on TV, can wear uncut or whatever, because this is where my boys are at. They hate these people, and they won't let them win.
Well, we have to fight for the politicians and the government people behind it to be put in prison to stop it. The vision, in my view, is to stop them. So you and your people have freedom. You have freedom, and we should be creating jobs for you to work in the community and earn money and earn a living and have freedom, which is normal. Yeah, but it's not normal for the government to
They don't want us to get educated to know our rights.
That's right.
To know that we own all of this land.
I'm a teacher and I know that.
No,
they don't want people educated anymore.
No, you know what? They gave my children all exemptions. My children had all exemptions not to go to school. Through the education department, Robin, Cannington, and these government people, and all these said, oh, no, it's all right, you don't have to go to school. And then every child of mine was bullied out of Westfield High School because it's under a certain plan of an act. I know that suburb was under government. I know that certain houses in government that still were bought under common government years ago where they can't touch. Now, these black fellas don't know this.
So when they're children, they drug them with
Yep.
the psychiatry.
Yep.
That's the political.
It's sad.
That's politically driven. I'm fully aware of that. They use violence from a very young age. This is the government using violence.
It's not interrogation, man. I mean, the things
They
do.
don't allow them to go to school, denying education as well.
Yeah.
These are genocidal patterns. It's
No,
very
yeah,
clear.
my kids,
looking
they
at
fought.
the history of it. Yeah.
They wanted to fight to go to school. My kids were fighting to go to school, standing at the door, at the front door, wanted to go to school, and nah, you're not allowed to go because you're. Oh no, that's wrong, man. That's wrong. A whole lot of them. And it's sad as what? They are educated today. They learned it on a computer. So one couldn't even read, none of them. Now they all can because they rate whatever
Taught themselves.
Yeah. And it's so sad because these children are supposed to have support.
Yeah.
And when
Well,
you look
I've
at
taught a lot
them
of
battle
that.
and then try and then I can't do anything because I got taken. You got nothing. You're nothing. So I can't sit there and watch my kids battle, going through them things like that. That's hurt. But then they'll get there because I believe in them.
Yeah.
Because nobody did.
Yeah.
These government, these police thought, we're taking you down because of what your dad done, Edsel and Williams and Punchy. You can't do that. They were human beings too, man. Literally, you can't think it like that then watch and wait till we're gone with the Lord. Literally, there's only one judge at the end of the day, and that's him up there, the British. He's going to judge you one day.
God and Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm going to take you,
all political and government people for what they've done.
And I want to fight.
And they won't get away with it.
No.
They won't get away
Because
with
that's what I'm saying. We've been found now with a forgotten tribe for over 200 years, and the Lord Jesus, we're His children too. So if you don't recognise us and you keep taking our children away, you know what? You can work for 20 years for your house, for your job. It's gone in 2 seconds when it burns. The Lord, my mother nature, she works in a mysterious way to take your house from you. When you took my life for 20 years, I'll burn your house down in South Australia, wherever, but no matter what, you'll have a fire because you destroyed mine. You play with fire, you get burned. People say, you're loopy or whatever you're talking like that. No, it's just a matter of belief. The strength and power. It's a justice system that makes you angry.
Well, the God of the Bible, the God of heaven and earth, and Jesus Christ in the New Testament will judge all human beings, all humans throughout the world, throughout history. And He sees everything.
Yep.
He sees everything that's gone on, and He will be the ultimate judge. And He's also called the saints to judge, Christians to judge. So we will judge them, and we can see what's happened, and the criminal government behaviour that's gone on for decades. It's they don't just do this to Aboriginal people. They do this to poor Australians, to vulnerable Australians, women and children, and vulnerable men. And they steal, the children stealing, what I call government child stealing.
They're past the buck kids.
They do it to all Australian parents. That's a destruction of parental rights and family rights, and they're destroying teacher rights as well.
Well, the government gave the children to have their own rights, and now they're all lost out. They don't know what to do because they said, you can do what you want. And literally the majority of our children are, you're not allowed to do this because I will not allowed to discipline our children because they wanted to be menaces. So the government said, no, come this way, you're not allowed to hit you, and then you can set them up to go and do this here for you. No, but not listen to their parents because you're setting them up to fail. No more. Look how many people, a majority of our people are in prison now, incarcerated. Over 80, 90, that's shocking. It's really shocking when they could all be all outside here, man, and standing and uniting against this government. But the majority of our people are locked away. That's half of our stands, that's half of our voices.
Well, it's deliberate.
It is deliberate,
That's what they do.
Literally, as sad as half of them all sitting in there and choke, they didn't do it.
It's power and money. And you look at, the conquerors from the United Kingdom. Well, my parents are Dutch, and I'm born in Australia. I've got eight brothers and sisters. We're all born here. And when educated people can see it, that since the British came over and took power, took the land, etc., they have targeted the Aboriginal people for power and money. That's what power does. And to take and steal, and to control the public and control. What is typical genocide, but they've done this to people all over the world, like the political exploration of the conquerors, and they've done it to all Indigenous type people. So the trend is that they've done it to all Indigenous type people, which is actually global genocide. To do that, to go throughout the land and kill and rape and steal in the name of power and money. Well, let's stop it. At least in Australia, we can stop it and give freedom to the people.
If it wasn't for this one person, this one white man years ago, man, who said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to shoot every black person I see. And then they walked off, and he said, for every fire that you shot, every white gun that we hear, that's one down, one black fella down, kill them all off, so get rid of them so they can take our land. Literally, there's one white fellow who walked away and said, no, you ain't going to do this. And he fired about 20 to 40 shots, but they all walked.
Well,
he let them black men walk, and women, because he had a heart. And you know, you can't blame a white man. Why? Because if it wasn't for that one white man, we'd have been all gone now. But he let us walk. He let these people. He fired, push. Yeah, they said, oh yeah, another one. And these people thought, yeah, they were all dead. He let them walk, and it wasn't for him today, we wouldn't be standing here today. So that's a white man did save us too. Even like, literally, they don't understand and look at it like that. But that white man said no. He was thinking that was wrong. His own people done that to him too. His white kind of disrespected him. Years before, like the same thing, and he made it stop.
Government
yeah, and so he didn't do that.
It's the political government people behind it all.
Yeah.
They have action genocide.
Yeah.
They've created a war.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what they said to
the
this man.
Aboriginal people. It's a war,
mate.
mate.
Said to this one man went against him. And he said, he said, no, I'm not going to do this. I want to go with you. They were just dropping the black fellas. Push. They got and he said, no, I'm going out. He said, oh yeah, and thing that, but he saved that many of them, which these other people thought that he killed. No.
Yeah.
It wasn't for him. I mean, literally, there was someone that just still did believe it, and he was a white man.
Well, there's a lot of white people in the community who agree with you that it has to stop. That it's, you see, it's politically government driven. It's not white versus black or anything like that.
They try to make it a race issue. So they try to make it a race issue. It's not a race. It's not a race issue.
Yeah. To create conflict.
They're trying to make it a black and white issue, but it's not a black and white issue. Yeah. It's their government's issue. It's your problem. You know, and you're saying we're the problem. No, we're not the problem. We're the people of the land. We own it. It's your problem because you want to think you can do something else that you can't do. Plan our lives. No, we've got our own lives. I mean, literally, they want to go and look in their own lives because literally, their kid, they don't even know their kid's probably birthday today, and you're at work, and the kid's sitting there waiting for a cake, like, and you want to acknowledge your own kid instead of taking ours, because we've got money on ours. You know, billions, millions. It's unpayable what they owe us. You can't repay. Money can't be paid for what you've taken or what. That's nothing. They can have that. You know, literally, it's justice what we want. And I mean, literally, to put these people on the stand, that's all that matters. Literally, money can't pay for that, but just to see them put their heads down in shame and own up to their responsibilities, what they've done, that's enough for me. Money can't be paid. That's all I want, is justice, I understand. And I'm going to take these people down. Literally, because they thought I was mad. I mean, literally...
Well, they use that as a political weapon, the whole
I used to go and sit
psychiatric
in court.
card,
yeah, I'm going to sit in
just
court.
a political, sociological weapon.
Yeah, well, I'm going to sit in court
because I'm bored. They use to destroy their victims.
Yeah, and it's sad.
I've worked out all their crappy,
little ways,
crappy, violent, little sadistic, satanic strategies and laws and using government workers and public money, billions of dollars.
They've got no hearts. They're cold people. Where's their heart?
They're murderers.
They've got nothing. They've got nothing. They've got no life, so they want to destroy ours.
You talk about the common murderer or the common rapist in the community or the common thief. That's nothing compared to the government. You know, the government murders more people, tortures more people,
rob my
rapes
bank,
more people.
But you can't take my money. Like, literally, I'm taking you down.
Steals from more people, the politicians and the government workers, and you can tell also because they're serving the top 5% rich.
Yep, and
they're serving the very rich. So they're sitting around with the top 5% rich. They've got control of everything.
They've got a gold card. They've got everything.
The money, the banks, the land gates, and they got control, and that's genocidal.
Yep.
Isn't it? And targeting.
Yeah.
Literally hundreds of thousands of poor people
victims, all the victims of crime that these people of Western Australian government.
Even millions, really.
It's shocking, yeah.
If you look at the last 200 years, really, looking at all the poor people that the government has basically killed and tortured and to lock people up in government facilities.
But that's to say, they think we're
torture.
Poor. They think we're poor. We're not poor. We're rich in art. I mean, listen, they won't have what we've got. They'll never have the feelings and whatever that we've got to keep us here today. They won't get that.
I'm talking about, when I say poor, I'm talking about from the politicians' government perspective.
In every
if you've
way.
got no money,
in every way, yeah.
You're going to be locked up. Well, that's evil.
Because you can't pay your bills.
Yeah. I mean, that's disgusting. Well, my idea is, why don't you create jobs for these people? Why don't you create jobs?
That's right.
For them. You know what I mean?
And the majority, everybody, when they put a
want to speak for?
When they put a person in jail, out of our people, the first thing is alive. They need some stability. A home is a stability. They don't put these people out to their homes. They got none. They put them out these gates of their government gates, knowing they're walking out to nothing to set them up to fail again. So they're back in again because that's all they know. Honestly, it's sad because It's sad because it's not their home. They're trying to make it their homes. That's not their homes, you boys. That's not your home, you girls. That's not your homes out of here. You know, freedom. You know, I mean, literally, they don't understand. These
That's
people,
what you call they're institutionalised.
Yeah,
It's over a long period of time, and they because actually in the prisons they make it the politicians and the government, they make it too comfortable in a sense. Like they, you know, you get clothes, food, you get TV and all that, but if people have got nothing on the outside,
in life is free.
If they've got nothing on the outside,
you're billed to the government. You know, if you're a pass the butt kid, buddy, you got to pay it back. You know, they ain't going to let you get away with it. But the Lord Jesus, you know, what are you going to stop them this time? Because children are innocent. You know, all children are innocent. You know, your children, you can't. That's right. Children are getting blamed and punished for adults doing. It's got to stop. But the adults have got to stand up too and say, I mean, literally, stand up and say, no, it's wrong. Surely you can't let that happen to you or me and literally let it go. You can't. These people, they can't do this. They're getting it wrong. They're getting away with murder.
Got to stop
everything.
It.
I mean, literally, and it's people that don't care.
It's got to stop it. Well, the public has been fed lies. The public has been fed lies. They make, you know, and the corporate media, like you've got a lot of articles and then you've been to the court and all, they demonise people in the public because they're working for the fascist politicians and government. They're working for the rich.
Yep.
So the corporate media too is guilty.
Yep.
And they just continue to perpetuate these corrupt politicians all the time. They won't get away with it either. You know, you showed me some articles. Did you want to talk about any of your articles or anything like that with in this interview? Or?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, but with that, see, like,
you've got a lot of evidence basically to prove you're
not mad. But they said I was. I'm not
mad.
mad.
There's no such thing as mad, because what they do is they use
I'm mad for a reason.
Well, the government, the politicians and the government use the psychiatry to destroy people. That's clear to me now. So they'll label you.
I started that. I found that bit out when they said,
because you want a voice.
Someone asked me, did the TV talk to you? And I think about that all the time. And I was thinking, one day I was sitting there myself thinking, yeah, it is talking to me. It really is.
Well, because
it is. Yeah.
There's a program
yeah,
on.
they only just put that film on in Channel 7, 10, 9. Take it off, because I'm coming to Channel 7, 10 and 9, and you know what I'm going to do to you in your film, do you roll? You know what I'm going to do to you? I'm going to roll you, babe. No, because it's not every day. The TV, it's all filmed. They just chuck a film, another thing on there just to torment your head. You know, they can chuck something on like a convict, right? They can chuck convicts on. I mean, you know, I just thought, that's my day. That would tell my day. Outside tells my day I don't want to go out there to all these horrible people.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't.
I don't either.
Because and got ready to play a game with these people out there again, and I've got a life. No, you're playing with my life. You might not have none, but I'm still trying to find mine. But you've got a part of it, but I don't know where you're at. But just to destroy it.
Well, they come into your life to destroy it. That's what
terribly.
They've done that to me as well recently in the last 2 years.
That's terrible.
2 to 3 years, and you know, my life is very normal. I'm a experienced teacher, working in the school system.
You know that
always have a house, a lot of money, all that sort of thing. But
they've even still got us.
Because I contest political elections, they come into your life and they just destroy.
And people don't believe that these politics can sit in a group and say one thing and they all agree. Yes, they do. But if one person doesn't agree, well, you know,
they target.
They turn up, and then that creates chaos. But I mean, literally, you can't.
And they do it for power and money.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's wrong.
And you've got 11 children, and how many of them have the government got in prison?
Oh, I had 7. All of them mainly.
They're all in jail.
Yeah, I've got 2 that are not in Perth, so they won't. Take them. But I don't know really what they want to do to my children, but then they inject my kids. I mean, literally, they say they want to stop a problem of crap, man. Literally, they watch you do it all day long, and literally, why don't you stop them then? Stop them at 8 o'clock in the morning. But then now you said you pulled them, you stopped them at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, how many people's public lives did you put in danger yourself, buddy? Because you let that go because you wanted to wrap him around a pole, and I'm leaving because I'm already done that. But I was there, remember, at the 10 times. So you can't do that no more.
And they've bashed your children.
Yeah, big time. A lot, not
in the government facilities.
To shut up.
Bash them.
Yeah, to be quiet.
Drug them.
Yeah, literally right down to with murders and all, and saying, if you say anything, we're coming to get you next. Literally, you can't do that.
So murdering people and then threatening the other relatives.
Cannington and all. That's why they shut Cannington Station down on the corner there. and because that was involved in doing my brother, like, you know.
Well,
They
yeah.
shut it down because there was that many police officers
Well, the
involved.
politicians are using the police
Yeah.
for their genocidal work, is
Yeah.
what I've worked out.
You know that the
They
police...
use the police to steal, they
Yeah.
use the police
Yeah.
for violence,
Yeah.
they use the police to lock up people,
Yeah.
whoever they want
Yeah, of
people,
course. That's
shut
why-
them up.
That's why
They use the
Canada-
police to inject with the psychiatry. It's
Yeah.
genocidal
Yeah.
use of the police.
Yep.
You think that's law and order?
Yeah.
Law and order is created by investing in education,
Yeah.
creating jobs for people, housing and helping people in the community.
Yeah.
It's not. It's Nazism, fascism.
Yeah.
And
then
the
you've got...
use of the police is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, and then you've got...
It's
like,
disgusting.
where Cannington Police Station now, naturally, they're going to put him straight across the road from Brian Gardner, because they've had a contract for over 40 years, the police and Brian Gardner, to chase the boys when they've got cars. The hotted up ones, they just go and pull them off the showroom floor there. But then insurance comes, when the police have smashed that big dirty hotted up car that's 80 grand, it's on your head, it's on your head this time, detective. You got to answer, that's yours, and then you got to go and forfeit the bill of these corrupt cops for what? How much this year? How much you went for compo, all you weak people? Millions! What, up to $100 million for I'm sick and or whatever. Go away, how sad. It's because some people know that you just stuffed up. Because yeah, you, and then, you know what, there's certain police out there, they've got insurance companies. They insure your life, I don't know. And literally, they knock you in there and you get $1 million. Oh, no.
Well, they get $1
that's
million.
out of it, yes.
But
Yes,
the government gets
yes,
the money.
anybody. I can insure you. You don't
Yeah.
even know me. For what, $2 something?
I'm sure they're going
a
to try
week?
and knock me off
And,
in the future.
Oh, well, hello. Well, there you go. Well, this detective Powell, his sister Susie, she's an insurance she insurance lives.
Yeah.
And payback's a bitch, as I reckon.
Yeah.
You know what I used to say to you all the time? Well, you know, I usually picked on
Yeah,
that
I've
school.
always worried about the
And-
government's insurance.
You know what? They've got their man. You know what? People think I'm
Knock
mad.
people
I'm
off.
not. They have. You know what?
And then they take
They
the money.
plot to assassinate my boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It is
literally-
assassination.
It is assassination.
Murder.
It is. And literally
Australia is really a Nazi country.
It is,
Governed that way.
And that's why John Hughes is a Britier. He's a boss. And Brian Gardner, here and there. But Hughes is boss. He never went with the doggies. So yeah, that's why he got
When you say doggies, what do you mean?
them. Yeah.
Oh, the government.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got all these words.
I know. That's what they used to say to my kids in government office. Well, I'll just fetch. I'm just fetch that. They'll say next time you say fetch, this government officer. Lord Jesus, please don't let me say it again to me. Because you say that to a dog, eh?
Yeah,
Literally, yeah, I'll fetch. Oh man, that. I mean, there's little ways.
I think if you look at the politicians' use of police all over the world now, it's to destroy the
The
public.
government doesn't want to know me now, county because one of my children's caseworkers, he was charged with sexual child offences, and he
Yeah.
worked in DCD office. I want to know who this person is.
Yeah.
Who was my kid's case worker? Who did you take my kids? He's yeah.
With the government.
And I'm not going to leave this world
They're all
until
guilty.
I'm going to take these people down.
Well, take them
I'm
down.
not taking
in
them
the
down, but I
sense-
mean, just get a right to know that I'm not a bad
Well, they
person.
should be put in prison.
And these people
That's
should
what
done
I
to
think.
me and
They
a
should
lot
be
of people
put
out
in
there.
prison. Yeah.
I mean, they lie.
To stop them. To stop,
Yeah, they
stop
lied.
it.
They're still lying. I mean,
Stop the cycle.
they're committing so much. They know what they're doing. They're committing the cycle. They can change it. They can change it. They don't want to. They don't know the money's on our land. Us. You know what? There's only 40.
Well, we need new politicians.
There's
to
only
stop-
40,000
to
of
stop
us.
it.
No,
That's
no,
what
it's
we need.
40,000 of us in the world. Then we're gone.
That's genocide.
3% left of us.
And
then
that's just
it's gone.
one small
We've
group
got
of
10 years
people.
now. They gave on us 12 years. This is not Crown land. We don't come to the Queen. They've given the black people now 10 years. We've got 10 years to go to stand up and fight for your land. After the 10 years, we're gone. We're out. We're nothing. We're nothing. You know, I mean, literally, if they don't do the right way now...
you can thank the Colin Barnetts and the
yeah.
Mark McGowans and the Tony Abbotts and
Well, them fellas
all of
there,
them, all of
when
them.
when
They're all
it's their
guilty.
time,
They're
they're
all-
going to see a little black man, that
all
eye out, a little
guilty.
hairy black man out and torment them when it's their time, and they ain't going to rest, because that's how
Well, I don't know they're going to go to hell.
Yeah,
They're
well,
gonna end
they'll
up
see a
in
little
hell.
fellow like that there in hell too.
How can they be so stupid and so evil and
It's
so
so wrong.
corrupt that to be in those positions?
And I
You
don't
know,
want-
they should be in jail. Not only should they not be in those positions, they deserve to be in
And
prison.
I don't want to go back to jail. I don't want to go back to jail. But years ago, I stayed in jail to keep my baby. As soon as I stepped out of a government institution, they hunted me. They took my baby. Every shot. And then I went back to jail to get my baby. You know, and as soon as I stepped out, man, the squad was behind me. Like, oh man, you know, that's wrong. You know, but I don't want to go back to jail. But I've got my kids in my heart. I can't have.
Well, they have a lot of Aboriginal women locked up, don't they?
Yeah.
In in prison.
Yeah, you know what? And that Hakea, they've got a unit for over 200 women in Hakea prison. Well, why don't they put the mothers with the kids in Bantia, in Bronia? Put the mothers in Bandia. Don't go and put them with the men to make more kids when you want a government. So you said you can do that there when you want to. Yeah, we'll leave the door open for you, mummy, and you, daddy, the night in jail, so you can do that there and conceive in jail. I mean, stop that, because there's a few kids have been conceived in jail too, and you know.
Serco gets billions of dollars.
You know what?
Public funding to keep Aboriginal people locked up.
It's
How
wrong.
genocidal
Yeah, they sold it up to Serco, and then like all these people, we've been sold to Chinese enterprises. I mean, these people have sold us up big time everywhere. And you know what, we've been sold a long time ago, and now we're past the buck people all around Western Australia. Literally, but they.
It's globalisation, politics and economics.
Yeah, it is. I mean, literally, and then they
destroy the local people, and they bring in foreigners to work for them and vote for them.
They don't realise that. They don't realise that these foreigners are my people. Because I'm a Bin Sung. My great grandfather's a Tamil, but he was Afghan. They don't know our backgrounds. So literally, but yes, they do. Because then they're going to take us for terrorism. You're an urban terrorist. I'll lock you down for under terrorism threat. No. Well, you've already got my boy on an urban terrorism threat lockdown. So under the government, but this is what I said. You know what? I don't care, and I'm allowed to walk around with a weapon all day long or whatever, because I'm frightened, because I'm a Noongar terrorist. You're going to kill me.
Well, I'm sure they'll be harassing me over this video, but anyway.
Oh, she was. You know what?
They're already harassing me because people want a voice. Well, how can you the government continue to kill and torture and steal from and use violence against our relatives and friends, and yet, you know. What are we're just going to die?
And they go home to their daughters and tuck them in bed and kiss them. Good night, Dolly. Good night, Daddy. See you tomorrow. Gee, I never even tucked my children in bed. I never even kept my kids to bed. I never even said good night to my babies. And these police officers and people go home and say, oh yeah, hello, daughter, yeah, and give them a kiss.
What are the Nazis?
Tell them about wanting a picture together, one picture with all your kids in it on the outside.
Yeah, I just want one photo, yeah. I won't have that. I just want one photo with me and all my kids, that's all. I've got 11 kids, man. And I just pray to the Lord, I just want my photo. That's all, and I'll go down, I don't care. But every time I go, it's nearly there, then bang, man. One of the boys, they're all going to go back to jail. You know, I just got one boy got out for doing 10 years. You know, and that was nearly my family photo. And then I got one more to get out, Peter Rabbit, in 3 months. You know, but then they've hunted my boy back down now. Garajo's on the run now.
The Gestapo,
and the boy,
Gestapo.
And like, this is because they want to put questioning. And my boys don't know what question. What are you talking about? Because they've already just got out of jail. There's nothing on me. So my boys are going to run, and give them a cake. I'll give them a hell of a run because I didn't do it. You know, but they're old enough to say, well, I'm going to front with you. You ain't going to hurt me. I'm going to take you all down. I'm going to, you know what? You hurt me, I'm going to hurt you too. Yeah. Literally, because it's the wrong way to. But my boys. They've experienced
well, the best way to hurt them is to fight for them to be put in prison.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon too.
And I don't use the word hurt, but I use the word justice. It's the word justice that I like to pursue. We should fight for them to be put in prison, the politicians and their government workers who are behind this, to stop it.
Yeah, because they're the ones that
justice. And do you know, your people are probably not aware, in 2008 there was a Royal Commission into the West Australian Police.
Yeah.
It was a $30 million, 1,000-page report produced spanning 20 years, and that Royal Commission report, which was published 2008, there's a Channel 7 video about it on the internet, you can see it. That Royal Commission report proved that the police had raped people, murdered people, stolen from, fraud, treason, drug trafficking, all sorts of criminal behaviour, and it's politically driven. And a few people got the sack, and a few more resigned, but none of them went to prison. Yeah. None of them they all got away with it. That's shocking government criminal behaviour, and the politicians are still there. That was done under Jeff Gallop, and he quit. I reckon Jeff Gallop quit because he was threatened by the Liberal politicians, because those Liberal politicians, they're genocidal.
Yeah,
I mean, Labor is corrupt as well, but I think because the Liberals are with the rich, the 5% rich, they really are killers.
Yeah.
And you know, they've been going since the Second World War, and Labor has been going for 100 years. Those political parties, they have to be destroyed.
It goes to show what they can do.
They have to be destroyed because of their genocide.
And even like they could pay so many things for all these, and they say there's that many homeless people, all this, oh, we need this money, government, to help these people having fun. Go away. Look how much money it cost when they brought them giants here. $5 million. $5 million of mine, on my kids and my family. $5 million, and they only would, and I'm literally thinking, and it was a free event. Hey, come on, you WA state government. No, we're battling, and you can just go and do that there just to put a smile on your face. That's so sad, is because I'm literally, that money could have went somewhere else, you know, and it is mine, and literally, yeah, you don't want to say it is, but I know it is. But literally, tell the government that how much money you spent on that $5 million, just, and it's a free event. Gosh, never made anything back.
The wealth is yours, and that's why they're doing it to the Aboriginal people, because it's genocide.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't
kill for
I'm
power
no different. I'm no different. I'm no better. I'm not. I'm equal.
Well, you are better.
Other
you
people.
are.
That's where I want to be. I'm no better. I don't want to be. I'm just me. I want to be the same
Alex,
as everybody.
can you just check the camera to see if the recording is still going? Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, but that's all. Yeah, just want to know, just to fight, just to be who you are.
The red thing's flashing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right.
all.
There
Yeah,
you are.
just to belong. And they try to. They make us. They take our sense of belonging to the earth. You know, we belong to this earth. Literally. I mean, they take your thoughts. I mean, they take so much from you. I mean, yeah, sometimes you don't know where to start. And I didn't know where I was for about 20 years, man. I didn't know, I'm not a bad person. It's not me. It's something else. And it's to do with government. Probably there is something that's there. It's not me. It's because I don't. You know, I'm not a bad person, man. Where did I go wrong?
You're a good person.
You know, so I love my kids. I said, where did I go wrong? I know there's something
It's
else
not
there.
you.
No,
You're
I know.
being tortured.
I know it's not me now.
It's them.
Yeah.
It's 100% the fault of the politicians. Nazi, fascist, violent politicians and their government workers who do this for power and money. And so it's evil. We have to stop it.
But the more we try and stop this, it's like, then you think, oh yeah, we'll go and get support and we'll go and get backup. But when you go into this support and backup, because they're working the government, well, they're in with them. So literally, oh, I've got to, I can't see you, can't tell you because I'm literally, what do you want to help me? And then they go and say, oh yes, conflict of interest, I can't help you because I'm your family, but you know everything and you've got a funding for me, literally, and you don't want to help me. You've got your gold card, Dad, yeah, and your shell card, and you put everything. Well, Bob,
so you're talking about other Aboriginal people who are working in the government and that.
Yeah, I've got a lot of family in the government.
Yeah.
That's my mum knew that.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes I don't want to blame my mum, and sometimes I do, but I can't. You know, I don't know where it's at with my mum. It's like, I can't love I can't even love my mum. I don't know why am I so different. I don't know why. I've got 3 sisters, but I don't know why.
Probably because they can't handle the persecution anymore.
They can't handle the truth. Because I hit them with the truth.
So they go on to the other side because they can't. It's too much suffering, which makes you a better person at the end of the day because you've endured and survived.
It's
and
just like if I knew my problem, I'd address it, or I would. But no one came to me or to say, oh, this whatever, but bang, just went the other way around about it. You know, and it literally led to where there was a lot, a lot of stuff. Every house I've been in Bentley here is all gone. Every step I've been halfway, I don't exist.
Yep.
I mean, literally, I do exist. I am here. You know, I am here, and they will know I'm here because I make them know I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, but then, and then they'll stop when they put me away. You know, or said,
and the
no,
fact that you've got God and Jesus on your side, that's, you know, you're going to judge them pretty much.
I mean,
you know.
and that day's, and I want to be there when that day comes, man, because I want to watch them put their heads down in shame. Don't drop the tears, because we drop tears all our life. And don't say sorry to me, because I'm sorry, there's nothing, it's just a word. That's why I said sorry, nothing.
No, but they say sorry and then they keep doing it.
That's what I said, I tell them sorry, don't say sorry, even before they start this job, say no, that's shit. Straight out, that's it. Don't say sorry, I don't want to know you're sorry, you don't even go there. You know, because sorry is just your words, it's a white word, not mine. I don't even know what it means in my lingo. My native tongue was stolen, taken, I don't know. I'm over 14, I don't even know my lingo. I mean, that's sad, because I've got to educate my children. So, but that's when they get a white and black together, they sell the white and black off up north, and then they sing up north, and then they get into, that's where a lot of that too, but they don't realise,
well, you know, the languages, if you look at the genocidal globalisation nature of what they do, the languages in the schools, I mean, I'm an experienced teacher, and I've written 4 books, so the teaching of English is important to me, but what they should be teaching is English and Aboriginal languages, but in fact what they want to teach is they want to teach Arabic. They've got a federal program they want to teach, and encouraging children to speak their own languages at school, which means, but they should be teaching Aboriginal languages and English.
Well, so that's where
those are the first languages of this country.
These white people and all these other black people, you don't realise there's thousands of languages, like thousands.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, literally, the government
Yeah,
knows
no,
that they don't
you've
want to waste their time and going to every community and they're trying to help that little black fella because they own the land, and I'm literally, this is where they don't want to. I mean, literally, you have to. I mean, literally, you take these people from that land, or that way. You know what? You'll have no land, literally, because I mean, our ancestors, they will start.
Well,
they will have nothing.
what do you think they're with the remote Aboriginal people, forcing them to go in the cities?
No.
What do you think?
It's a cultural shock. It's not right. You know
What?
We're like
What do you
ghosts.
think are the reasons why they're doing it? Because I think.
You know
I
what?
know
Just
the
to shame
reasons.
them up so they can put their heads down and say, and not get anywhere anymore in life and say, shit, we're still there, but we're in the city. Well, that's where we was, the forgotten tribe. We don't know we don't know how to do this. We don't know how to live life. We don't know how to do this. That's where they want to put this next generation of us, the audience shivers. I mean, literally, you know what? We're the most. We've battled us Noongar tribe. We've been the forgotten tribe for over 200 years. They nearly got rid of us. But as I said, that one man wouldn't, he didn't give them satisfaction. But I mean, like, they can't do this. They know there's only 40,000 of us.
Shut up.
He's telling me I'm talking too much. My people up there, crows. Hey, brother. Yeah, I know. Don't shush now.
That's right. Well, I've got some ideas about why they're doing it. It's first of all, they want to steal the resources off that land,
You know what?
and they lied to the public about why they're doing it. They said we can't afford to keep the Aboriginal people in remote communities.
No.
That's garbage.
That's shocking. You know what? They've got a government plane that flies over every 5 years and scans the land. They've got, man, gems. They found new gems for every seat. They think we're stupid. Do they think we're really stupid?
Well, you know
They
the
are
resources.
stupid,
Yeah.
because as soon as they step in and mess with that land, their lives are gone, and I will take that. I will say that as an Aboriginal, Indigenous, sovereign owner. I don't care. They will. Their lives will get taken as soon as they dig them. But them red ones and them little ones, some of them little gems, some of them little rocks are our girls, because that's the stomping grounds. That's our desert where we stomp. No, literally, they're our precious pearls and stones, not theirs.
Yeah.
Because we were
We're
stepping
stealing.
stones. We've been
Stealing.
stepping on stones all our lives and
Yeah.
steps and steps. But they don't want these real ones to take our lives. I mean, literally, this is where these government people have to. These government, they're
stealing
shocking.
the
They've got
resources.
top secret. They're cutting, they're scanning. They take. I mean, literally, they can do. No one knows what these government people do to you. No one knows. And they,
It's genocidal.
yeah, I mean, they think.
I've seen it from the research evidence and
And like that's what I don't care.
and my experience as well.
Man, I fight for people, and people say, well, there's not that many of us people like they think, but then like there's a few of us like this here, but then a lot of them didn't really get to get anywhere, man. I've got a lot of friends, man, like, and these girls, they're just gone now. I mean, look at their life. Because they want to exploit and say so many things, and yet literally they give them one drug to stuff your brain, and that little brain cells gone. Bang! You don't remember that little story. You don't remember that part.
It's torture.
It's sad.
It's a political weapon.
No, but
it's very evil and torture and very violent.
and it's so sad when you have to train yourself and prepare yourself to get abused, to get violence, to get help. You have to stop to think where I'm at with my brain. I've got to stop to think how to go about life, and I can't now. You see, I want to be me. I'm me. I don't care. Whatever I say, I don't care. I'm shit because I don't care. I
Just
shouldn't
be
be here today.
yourself and
Yeah.
don't, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People don't go, listen, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. At least we do it. But then I let you sit there talking to myself, but then I talk to the Lord and he can't answer me back. He's listening. And it's the best man out. And he's the man. And married to him there now, the boss, and the Lord Jesus, he's the man.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can argue and say what you want, and you know what? He gonna answer you back.
He'll bring justice for you as well.
You know, I believe.
And if you've got a voice, you can say whatever the hell you want to say. You know, you shouldn't care what other people think. I don't.
Oh, you know what? I
try not to.
I do
Just
because
my
I
friends.
go.
People
I
that
go
help
really
me, support me.
thing. I went to the big thing yesterday process. I should have got up because I didn't know, and it was shame. I was like, I felt something because because of all of what we've been through, and literally to think I was standing there for a reason, like and I just I felt I didn't really know how to feel. But it's sad, so then you've got a lot of these people standing back and saying, oh, shivers. Are they going to say anything about me? Because you work there too in a government building. Oh no, Uncle, I won't say nothing about you, but I'm literally, you got to give me a food voucher later, or something, $1,000, you sign that checkbook, but literally.
Well, you should help. You help other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then all our black
supposed to help
who's
one
all in
another.
these places now, they've only all for their own mob. And the black fellas jumped into that trusty kitty black fellas account 15 years ago. That's why they all stuffed up with all these native all that. They didn't know what they were doing because all these people in there already jumped into it.
Yeah.
And bought houses and cars and all years ago. I didn't think the black fellas was going to know about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ted Wilkes down here, all these mobs. You know? They're all my mum's people. And they wouldn't help me. They took my kids, set my baby away. Didn't want to help me. They said, no, yeah, do that.
So they help certain Aboriginal people, not others.
Only the ones that haven't got a life.
Yeah.
They've got no lives.
Yeah.
Literally, don't know where to start in life, so they're going to say, oh yeah, I'll come along with me, I'll help you in your life, because they got nothing. We'll educate them.
Economic empowerment is everybody's right. Everyone has the right to work and support themselves and all that, but how can Aboriginal people do that if they keep locking them up all the time and using so much violence?
Yes, that's
traumatising.
That's where they get the money back, because of $200,000 for one prisoner a year. They just don't say, oh, that's Trust, Commonwealth, the Queen, you got none no more.
It's an industry.
Sign a letter, yeah, we'll give it to you.
It's a sick industry, the prison system.
Yeah.
Because prisons are for murderers, rapists and pedophiles, and it's an utter 100% failure that they're full of poor people.
They support the criminal people.
So it's a genocidal practice. So when the prisons are empty and society is functioning and people have freedom and they're working,
they'll have no job.
And education and housing, that's success. When the prisons are empty,
then they can sit back and say, oh yeah, and relax and have a cup of coffee without having to stress, oh you couldn't help them, but yes you did in the right way. Yeah, you can get rewarded with a cup of coffee, but when you're not, that cup of coffee going to keep spilling on you. So it's not going to work for them, because they're doing the wrong thing.
You know what the Bible says about the love of money? You know, like, I love...
The root of all evil.
Well, yeah, I love the New Testament, what the New Testament says about, you know, Jesus, what he said about money, and what, you know, all the other New Testament teachers about... Basically, well, if you read James chapter 5 verse 1 to 6, it tells what God and Jesus are going to do to all the very rich people and all the politicians. Most of them are in that category as well. So, you know, what he's actually going to do to the rich people. So that's a bit of a comfort. And people who go after, you know, it's fair enough to make a living and have a bit of money to support yourself and your family and friends and have somewhere to live and all that sort of thing.
That's enough. Yeah.
But when you actually destroy people for money and destroy, you know, in the pursuit of money and wealth and destroy people's lives, that's very evil, and it's very clear, you know. In there it says like what God and Jesus will do to those people. Yeah. So,
well, like every house I've had home to this house, I've had I paid nearly $100,000 for a couple of years, and then bang, they want to get me out. Yeah. And they, you know, and then they set me up to this plan, so they've got to get this certain amount out of me over these years, and then chuck me out and then knock the house and build another one for another, because the foreigners on it now. Literally all these things. I mean, I'll go back in my past and they don't exist. Like, you know, I was thinking, well, where am I? I mean, literally, and I'm going back and there's nothing. Yeah. You know, and then I started looking at it and I was thinking, no, it's not right. Yeah. I mean, everywhere I went, and they set me, everything was like, I mean, it was so wrong how they do this. And then literally they chucked me out, set my boy up to break out of banks. So I lost my home too, so I couldn't have that house, so I didn't cover everything. I lost my house a week. I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't know that.
Well, I went to Bankshire to do a little bit of teaching out there, and it's just full of Aboriginal children.
Sad.
And I was shocked.
You know,
and I never forget this thing. I saw a whole line of Aboriginal, young Aboriginal boys, but some girls as well.
All the workers have got contracts. They all chuck in and bought these prisons. So they can make you jump, they can belt you and straighten you out, mate, that's what they do. Then they bring the TRG in on your boys, your babies, and then laying them out cold, and flattening them, and chucking water on them to wake them up. Come on, little boy. Yeah, man, you know what, if, Teresa, Lord Jesus, I'll put a bullet to one of these, I'll be the David, I'm going to be private through Senate, Teresa, Lord Jesus, and I will pull the trigger. You know, I mean, that's not right.
Well, I believe women should have guns to protect themselves. I mean,
out.
You know,
we need our guns.
Stop men killing and raping and pedophiling, and protect your family. I mean, if women had guns, they would protect society. Then we wouldn't even need the police.
And you watch every
we need the police for? Women would protect society. You know,
with a backbone. Without us, they're lost.
Well, that would actually keep people safer. And they wouldn't have to go and lock up people for nothing, which is what they do. And it's like people will be working and have freedom. I just think that's a better solution.
Yeah, but
the police are used.
They know they've got the solution, but they're corrupt. I mean, they don't want it. I mean, they're evil. They're not going to give up everything just for one person, black person, or that one black family. No. We'll try this little scan, little cut and scan again on them.
Well, it's all right for them to have guns and that sort of thing. They The police are there to protect the politicians and the government. They're not there for the public.
Nah, they're not.
So that they've got guns and they protect their own.
Yeah.
That's so violent and genocidal because they've been doing it
and
for
yet they let them take the guns
100
home
years.
too. They can take the guns home too to these.
Yeah.
You know, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So if one goes missing, you got to lock it in, brother. Hey, where's it? Because you know,
Well, there's a lot of people that think people should have guns, like protection.
Yeah.
I think women should have guns, not men, because women can protect their families as well. You know.
Yep. I said, I've got.
And farmers.
I've got
farmers.
I've got 10 guns.
But then if a farmer
Yeah.
has a wife, the
Yeah.
gun can be put in the wife's name.
Yeah, well,
So,
that's what's
you know.
happening. I've got 2 sons, like under government.
Yeah.
I've got these people are watching my boys because my little 10-year-old, he won't miss you in a gun. And they were putting him in the Olympics. These are fight because he's related to Peter Rabbit, like the baby brother. And literally they say once they get together, they think they're going to do it. No, they want to live together. They don't want to go and play your games with you, cops and robbers and cowboys and Indians. Hey, come on, boy, they're my boys. You know, you go and get your go and play with your own kids around there and tell them to pull out a gun on your boo-boosh, on your own kids, eh? You know, let's stop getting out and doing it to our kids. You know, because it's wrong. You know, like you want to kill us if we took your kid to the shop and bought him a lolly and just undetective.
Yeah.
Like you be shaking like this, see, like I shake every day when you took my boys. Like literally, and never seen my boys for hours and then they couldn't tell me what you've done.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I feel what you've done to him as a mother. Literally.
The government protects their own.
Yeah.
They protect their own, and that's just a very
That's
corrupt,
right. Yeah. And then
fascist Nazi system.
Well, even the suburbs
political
are all run
government
under
system
certain
that we
people
have.
too, you know. Well, the
They
suburbs
protect
are
their
run like they got they know what they're doing. But literally, if they only thing if they was all honest, and now honesty, like is a big word today. It needs to be here back again now. And
Honesty,
trust.
yeah.
I mean trust. You give everybody the benefit of the doubt out there. You know, you trust everybody or whatever. Don't give up where it's all at.
Yeah.
You give it a go. You go with life as it comes.
Go on a chance.
Yeah, but then when you run into these obstacles, you think, shit, that shouldn't have stopped me.
Yeah.
You know, that's got nothing to do with where I'm going or whatever, you know. It's different because that tells you something else, that, you know, there is another problem and it's not you, but someone else created it for you.
Yeah.
Like, because
you're living there with your family, so, you know, people don't bring children into the world for the government to come along from the age of 3 or 4 or 5 to go, like that, and destroy them. That's so sickening.
And they've done that to all my children.
You know, I don't fear the male murderer, common male murderer, the common male rapist out there, the person who, there's no threat of them towards me.
Yeah.
It's the government that comes and threatens my life.
And that's why they do it too, because the government puts them down so they'll go and hurt somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just because it's a government thing, they're making them and society think how they are evilness and put a bit of badness out there because they can't handle the goodness, they can't handle the love, they can't handle all this, they can't handle it. It's because it's too much for them because they are cold people.
Yeah.
Their lives were to destroy all the time.
Cold,
that long.
evil.
Yeah, but this is where we're good people, us black fellas. We've got a heart, and our hearts will make you feel your own where you're crying when you go home because that's how we tried for years.
I've met a lot of Aboriginal Christians over the years, actually. There was a group that I was fellowshipping with in Gosnells for a while, and the way that they pray is just amazing.
So that's what our children, our black people need to feel there now. They need to go. That's where they need to listen, and they need to be with the Lord. They need to talk to the Lord, man, because He will tell them all that too. Because He told me
the New Testament, have the New Testament teaching. Which I've promoted that in the schools. For Australian schools for over 10 years now. Nearly 15 for Australia to teach the New Testament in schools and society.
Yeah, and it's sad because my partner, like, he's been incarcerated for years, but he felt like he took someone's life. He had to do all that. He'd done 20 years and they put him back for 12 years, no charge. Nothing, in and out, everything, like, literally.
What did he do? Did he kill someone?
He accidentally,
He killed someone?
Yeah, he went with someone, they went down a break. They were doing something, and then went to jump in the car. They left him, and these blokes jumped out and assaulted him, so he had to defend himself. And then he jumped in the car and drove off, and he went through a red light and hit a spot over here. He got a judge's daughter, McIntyre.
Oh, okay.
And we tried to fight for him not to him on the court. He hit him with 20 years.
Well, the judges in the courts.
He said no, I'm sentencing him.
The magistrates. Court is like a Nazi fascist
he said no,
court.
I'm sentencing him. He said
it's so shocking.
And he didn't get a fig.
That's where all the genocide has been perpetuated, through the magistrates court against Aboriginal and poor people.
Yeah.
in the tens of thousands over the years, and they're using the magistrates' court for their fascists locking up people.
Yeah.
And as a bank too, to steal, all the fines go through the magistrates' court. A lot of and the court fines.
And
so
the
it's like a bank. It's like a bank.
The move-on notices they give us here, they go into a Commonwealth Trust account.
The judges are fully guilty of all that too.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. They've got to get money out of us. Money. I mean, that's
but
wrong.
they're torturing millions.
They are.
They're
torturing.
Hundreds of thousands.
We're battling to get away with daily life or get through day by day, let alone to plan it for next week or next month or whatever when they do.
They use the police for that. Fascism.
Yeah.
So even the common murderer, like I said, out there, is not anywhere near as evil as collectively as the politicians and the government workers.
Yeah, I've got a best friend who's murderers. But literally, they didn't mean it. They just lost children. They were lost.
Tens of thousands of people.
They've done,
over the decades.
But they don't get accountable for.
No.
And the court like we would.
But they don't go to prison.
If we took someone's life, we'd have to stand, and they would.
Yeah.
They just got someone else to take the blame for them too.
Yeah.
But it's just so I've got 8 boys. All my whole right down to my baby has been charged. Even right down to they framed my baby 13 for rape. This case has been going on for years. My baby, all the brothers on Peter Rabbit now, they've all got criminal records, all different. So that's in the story of what they're going to write, whatever. You know what? They made my boys. They created my little monsters, not me. You know, like they did, because they took them away from me.
Yeah.
They didn't want me to learn, and everything they got too smart. You learned it, because they were running from you, not me.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
You're running from the government, not the public.
That's right. And it was just like they had to get the secret intelligence squad to run to get my boys. Every time my boys get out, the squad comes. It's not blue boys. It's a squad that hates their jobs, so they sit back and think they can shoot us and have their money and have the dirty cars. And when it's their turn of jobs, when they get the big little boys who think, you know what? I watched these police officers went and broke one of my little cousin's neck.
My cousin protect the politicians.
My cousin crashed in a car crash.
Not for the public.
Left in the police come along and he was still alive. You know, and he was coming to get him. The police stood on his back of his neck and broke his neck and killed him off. You know, I mean, literally, that's wrong, man. You can listen to those little boys singing out, "Oh, help me, Dad," you know, and please, I'm sorry, you know, and then he just comes along to put your hands over your eyes and just breaks your neck. I mean, literally, that's a police officer, and you're supposed to serve and protect. That is wrong. I mean, and they have to stop. They have to stop because I'm not going to let them do it to any white or black kid. I don't care, any colour. I'm not going to do it because you've got a little kid, Bub. I'm following you home too.
Yeah, stop the government
don't have
killing.
me thinking like you, how you are thinking, because you know what, I can be, you know what, and I can do my jail, and I can do a lot of other things. You can't, because you cry all day. You will commit suicide in jail if you do that. I won't. No, there's a lot of ways where...
Well, there's already Royal Commission reports that prove that the politicians and their government workers have killed Australians in the community and in the facilities. The facilities.
Yeah, and went right through with my partner, even right down to where they knocked my partner in jail because he was a menace to society. He killed a judge's daughter, you know, and literally he got to get rid of him. And they injected him, but he was still, his brain was still going, but his body was shut down because his kidney liver. And these doctors didn't even know what was going on. Like, he's saying, no, man, I have to. And like before he was going to go, he's saying, get me out of there, they're going to kill, they're killing me. And I could just still remember that there, him saying that to me, you know, they're killing me. And no one believed, and when I've seen certain things, steps and people, doctors, and certain security, and certain doctors come along, and literally, then I knew, man, and they're going to get rid of him soon, and literally they did. They injected him, and he couldn't, and like, see you later, menace, because you was over 62, and you just come from Cats, and you've been in jail all your life. Oh, see you later, Punchy. That's sad, because that man knew me, that man made me believe in the Lord, because he was incarcerated from the system all his life, and the Lord Jesus, he believed in the Lord that much where he deserved. He said he took someone's life, so he had to do the whole 20, you know, and he did. Then he accepted all this shit what these people put him through. He accepted everything, man. And it was wrong.
But even then, he killed the judge's daughter by accident by the car.
But went through life.
And even then, compare that to how many Australians, politicians and their government workers have killed and tortured. It's nothing. If you look at the last 100 years, how many Australians, politicians and government workers have actually killed?
Yeah.
It's in the tens of thousands.
Yeah.
It's in the tens of
thousands.
And that was an accident.
Yeah, well, that's where
And then the torture on top of that is tens of thousands.
Yeah, and like
again,
he turned to the Lord to forgive him, you know. And man, it was so hard because he made me believe in the Lord more. And like he spoke. I mean,
So
how
he was
spoke,
murdered for it as well.
Yeah,
He was
he
murdered
like,
by the government
He had
for
no
that
yeah,
as
he
well.
accepted
So,
it too.
Yeah.
And it was so sad, literally right down to where they hit an artery and he cut him open inside, let him bleed to internal bleeding and
By
filled him up in
accident
6
in a
months.
car.
Like, that's how they got rid of him, just like that.
Yep.
And let him
Yep.
live all his life in hell, incarcerated, and the thought knowing what...
Alex, can you just check the camera
It's-
again, please? Sorry.
Yeah, but he was really, he was sorry, but he didn't, he accepted it all, but it was wrong because he was a human being too,
Mm.
Like, and then like,
Well, it's wrong, but it's an accident.
yeah, and
But
it's sad
like
because
I don't have any sympathy for those judges. I'm sorry.
no, not a why.
They've been using the police and
To do their
Is it still
dirty work,
going?
their jobs,
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
sorry.
and that's what I say to a couple of police. I think, really think about it before you get into this
They're
job. But
making
you
a
might be
lot
good
of
person.
money in the process. Because they're serving the
Billions.
top 5% rich as well, the judges, and they're all in the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
It's a genocidal Nazi party, the Liberal Party.
Well, do they really want
And then
me to bring
they'll have cases, bring it before the corrupt judges like they did to Pauline Hanson.
Well, how do you reckon
The
they?
district
How do you
court,
reckon these government?
Tony Abbott, I
people-
think they should be put in prison for that.
And what do you reckon their experience, their faces and everything look like? If I go and bring 50 elderly full bloods, red bands, and all from up north down and sit in their parliament, how would they feel? What would they really do? They'll have no power. I tell you now. They'll have
Well,
none.
just imagine
If that's
if
where it's going to happen, and it's going to get there, and it is, because I will make it happen. Because I'm literally, they ain't seen the British of this land there. Because these British aren't, not only that, be seen like them people too.
Yeah,
But
but the
we'll